Hello everyone, my name is James and today we are going to be checking out 12 video games that will deal us the players a blow, mock us or punish us in some way for using perhaps a cheat code, hacking a title or basically exploiting a game in some way to our advantage. To start off, the first 4 games on the list are all home to the Konami Code. Yeah, that extremely famous cheat that usually deals us the players some cool treasures, like some extra weapons, unlimited lives, continues, or perhaps a cheat menu, but sometimes it will backfire and dish out something you were certainly not expecting. Take EG for example, a 2008 platform shooter which has been extremely well put together by Daniel Remar and kind of reminds me of another world. And while popping in up, up, down, down, left, right, BA upon the main menu, the game dishes out the following message. Ow! Point your old cheat codes somewhere else. Didn't you know that when something grows popular enough, referencing it is not funny anymore? While in Super Monkey Ball Jr. for the Game Boy Advance, it would also do something similar, as again at the title screen, plop in the cheat to be mocked for your Konami efforts, as the logo is replaced with the following passage. In 1985, the arcade vertical scrolling shoot-'em-up Pop and Twinbee developed by Konami and which was ported to the Super Nintendo in 1993 also contained nothing nice either, as by plugging in the code during a paused game and then hitting start to hopefully unlock something useful actually just results in your spacecraft plunging into the ground below, resulting in your death. Meanwhile, in Gradius for the Famicom and the NES and Gradius 2 for the PC Engine and the Family Computer offer the player power-ups, speed-ups, doubles, lasers and 30 lives. However, in the third installment released for the Super Nintendo, it would indeed reward you with power-ups while inputting the code during a pause. But immediately after hitting start again, your precious ship will instantaneously explode. In similar circumstances, Parallax Software's 95 first-person shooter Descent that saw us take on an army of robots throughout 30 mine mazes to destroy reactors and fight off numerous bosses had a pretty cool cheat code named Gabba Gabba Hey, in reference to the Gabba Gabba Hey catchphrase belonging to the punk rock band The Ramones. The cheat enabled you to enter other codes to unlock lives, weapons and so on. But when Descent 2 arrived 2 years later, gamers who remember the previous code were keen to try it out, to which they were greeted with the following message. Cheater. The game not only labelled you as a cheater, just like Earthworm Jim did, cheater, but it also took away your primary weapons, and lowered your health to a measly 1%, and cheater flashed up on the top right corner every so often. Just like you can enter the Konami Code into other games to reward yourself with goodies, Doom's catalogue of cheats are also available in several games, but just don't expect anything luxurious. As in Mechwarrior 2 developed and released by Activision in '95 for MS-DOS, during gameplay at any time you should enter IDKFA. Now in most Doom games, such a code would kindly hand over all weapons, ammos and keys. Here, however, you're ejected from your war vehicle and left with the following message reading, "This ain't Doom, boy." Mission failed. Which brings us nicely onto our next title, Heretic, made by Raven Software but published by Doom's creators id Software. So here you would definitely expect them to work. Well yeah, you're wrong again, as this time by popping in IDDQD, typically God mode in Doom, instantly kills you while being paired with the message, "Trying to cheat, huh? Now you die." And for a second time, IDKFA for all weapons has completely the opposite effect, and takes all your belongings away and leaves you with just a stick. Invectorman for the Sega Genesis or Mega Drive by cheating throughout the game at any point and by destroying Warhead, the final boss in the final level Twist and Shout, you might be expecting to see the game's credits. Well, think again, as while yes, the game congratulates you, it tells you to play without cheating. But what happens instead of cheating, you hack the game instead and try and dive deep into the game to see what lurks beneath the surface? Well, Toby Fox, indie developer and creator of the incredible Undertale title, mapped out multiple endings the adventurer could lead to depending on your actions taken throughout. But if you hacked the game in such a way, Toby also had an ending rewarding hackers as well. While hitting the reset button upon the GameCube version of Animal Crossing is not exactly seen as cheating, you can of course use it as a means to play out the day slightly differently to what you have just done 30 minutes earlier, or perhaps use it to avoid a certain event or remember not to drop or sell a particular item. Anyway, if you do use this method and in some cases it may have been an accident or a power cut occurred, then of course upon the restart Mr. Resetti will be waiting for us. And here are some of his segments, including the threat of resetting your game completely if you keep on doing it. Like Undertale, the Stanley Parable also has numerous endings and plenty of secrets to uncover, but by bringing up the console commands during the game, we can teleport to many of the maps with various lines of code. But plonking in SV_cheats1, a cheat normally used for accessing server cheats, you are immediately warped into the serious room for a chat.
Stanley, this is me being serious. In fact, this is my serious room. It's where I come to be serious. That table is the most serious table I could find. I looked at many, many tables, hundreds of tables. It's possible I looked at over 1,000 tables. I honestly don't know. The specific number isn't as important as the understanding that of all tables I looked at, this one is the most serious. I relate this story to impress upon you the extent to which this is the most serious room I have, which is why I brought you here. You just tried to activate server cheats, which of course runs the risk of breaking the entire game. You've got no respect for the strict order of scripted narrative events, and I just can't have that. It's time to get serious, Stanley. No jokes, no games. Outside of this room, I might be more tolerant of those things, but now we're in the room. Which is why I'm subjecting you to the most serious punishment I can think of. 100 billion trillion years standing here in the serious room. Perhaps after that we can talk about the severity of your actions and whether you've learned anything. But until then, serious room, go.
To finish up, we are heading to The Witcher 3, where amongst the village of the White Orchard and on the opposite side of the road to the White Orchard Inn, a small paddock rests and is home to several cows. Now, when the game first came out, players were utilising these cows as a means of quickly racking up money, as you could kill the cows, collect their cow hide and raw meat, then meditate for 1 hour, where more cows would appear, and by repeating this process you could soon earn yourself a tidy profit. However, the developers soon caught on, and in an update, gamers are now treated to an encounter with a chort, who comes after several meditations.
Give me a slingshot. Gonna hunt bears.
Hello everyone, well I really hoped you enjoyed this video, and if you fancy more, then why not check out these couple of scary videos I have lined up, and why not subscribe and become part of the journey.